friends, housing is something which is probably the most important thing in our life. It has come from right from the primitive stage, if I say. It's a habitat for human being. That's how we call a house. And it's for everybody, whether human or animal, they need kind of the house for themselves. Housing starts with the sense of security. As soon as you enter your house, you feel secure. Secure not only from crime, not only from what is happening in the street, but secure mentally. You are at peace there. You feel, yes, house is where, well, I am at my best. I am at myself. Here, I need to get the happiness what I deserve. Housing gives you an automatic realization, yes, if I'm in house, my air quality is good. What I'm eating, what I'm drinking is in my control. How I'm living, what kind of sun is coming to me, what kind of feeling I'm having is all in my control, and they are best possible, whichever is possible for me. So therefore, housing is not only the dwelling unit alone, but it is more of the habitat for us, which need to be integrated with our aspirations and thought process. And that is why as housing is considered as an aspirational buy for anybody rather than a white good purchase or anything else. So affordable housing becomes even more important. India, as we all know, need around 20 million houses by 2022, and out of which 99% demand is from the economical weaker section. Because like a baby, as I need security, I need house, I need to protect myself from anything and everything, whether it is onslaught of society or onslaught of environment. Therefore, this housing is a shelter and need for me, and that should be designed. It's our responsibility to design it that accordingly. Housing is not only a human being need, it's a need of our development, our growth pattern also. The cities grows based on the housing. If a city is providing a good, reasonable, affordable housing, it's for short is poised for the growth. There is the established study that says that cities with the affordable housing projects are likely to get a better growth rate than other cities. The cities which have very good growth rate and which are economically very good, if they don't have a good affordable housing and they cannot offer a good affordable housing, the cities will start diminishing over the period. That's a cyclical effort. Therefore, housing is not only for the city economics, for individual, for country's economy, housing is that important. Are we doing it correctly? Are we doing sufficient enough to provide houses to all social strata? What we are thinking? I think there is a lot to be done yet. It is not that this sector is facing lots of problems, lots of challenges, I will say. The biggest challenge what this sector is facing is the availability of right kind of land. What affordable housing is needed by those who work on day-to-day basis. They need to commute to their place in least possible time, say half an hour, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 1 hour. While the land available, make them to travel significantly, 2 hours. I know the societies, I know the habitations, I know the dwellings where from we will come for 2 to 3 hour travels and then reach to their workplace and then work and then go back. What is their life? Getting up in the morning at 4 and then reaching back at home at 10. That's the kind of life they're living. And that is the biggest problem, probably availability of the right kind of land for the housing. There are many other problems as well. One of them is the cost. Probably we as designer and professional community cannot handle all these problems or challenges. However, for sure, what we can do is we can look into the designs, we can look into the cost. We can do our bet to give that social requirements to our society, to ourselves. It is important for our own growth. By giving a due professional consideration to do creative input to the designs, where from cost can be controlled, housing can become a livable space for the common man, what they are thinking, what their mind perception and aspirational thing is. This competition, what we are looking at, the best thing about this competition, what excites me, there's thousands of young minds with lots of ideas in mind, this energy is coming together They are reaching to a solution. They reach to find right kind of housing needs. This is something like a supercomputer. The supercomputer where one India invented. It's a kind of hundreds of machines doing parallel processing, and then we made our own supercomputer product. Similarly, the thousands of young minds are working together, reaching to a one goal: how we can provide an affordable, sustainable house to our fellow brethren, to our fellow country citizens, and so on. So this is the best thing about this competition. That's where these minds will come together, and probably, and I'm sure that we will be able to provide certain solutions to the society. What I'm looking most in this competition from those who are participating is, first of all, is their design reflecting this attitude and understanding that we are not doing a job for money, we are not doing a mere design job, we are doing something to change the country, to change the society, to bring a change. Is there an idea which can bring significant change? Is there a disruption happen from my design thought process? Is there a way, while current 5 lakh house can be built in 1 lakh rupees? Is there a way? Is my things really meeting the human needs, the basic sensitivity, where it covers the security, it covers their indoor air, it covers their harnessing of the natural resources, it assures them of water, energy. Can these be done in the better way? So that's something which ideas I would like to see my participants, those who are participating in competition, to project. Whatever ideas are coming, are they practical enough? Look, idea, yes, all the ideas I say, please keep on doing whatever idea is coming. Somewhere we'll find practicality. However, one which is more practical, which is doable, which we can do really in the field, which are not imaginary only, will win things. That's given more thing. That's, yeah, this is something which I can go and implement it, roll out. That's very important. Second is, are these cost effective? The targets what I am looking at, those guys whom I am doing this competition, or those guys whom I am thinking for, are they going to adopt this? It's going to be affordable? Are the developers going to adopt it? So that's again one more thing which I feel that will be very important while I'm designing. Yes, your engineering solutions, the way you are thinking for the energy-centric designs, water-centric designs, or some sustainability-centric designs, dwelling units, how you are using the spaces, how you are using the smallest space of the house, how you can give me in 300 square feet a beautiful house, which even a guy who can afford in a higher segment would also like to adopt this house, this kind of house. So that's where the attractiveness, this becomes an aspirational house of 300 square feet. So that's what I'm looking in the competitors this time. Thank you.